Hey guys, what is going on? The day is finally here, and Vanguard is now available to play in certain regions. In this video, I'm going to give you a full guide on how to play the brand new Zombies mode in COD Vanguard, so let's get straight into it. So the first thing to call out is that this is not like a typical Zombies experience of round-based maps. This Zombies mode on Der Anfang is much closer aligned to the Outbreak Zombies mode from Cold War, whereby you complete objectives and the world grows harder the further you go through. You'll start a match in the main map, which is this night setting, and there you have access to most of the items you need right from the outset. What you won't have in this starting area is access to the perks, but we'll come on to that later. As you can see, you'll immediately be able to access things like the Pack-a-Punch machine, the crafting table, the mystery box, and also something called Covenants. Do be wary with the crafting table though, as it seems you have to reach certain levels in game before you can actually craft certain items. You'll notice you're in this square in the middle of the town, and you can see other areas of the map, but you can't quite access them yet. These areas will become accessible as you progress through the missions. Although you'll have access to the Pack-a-Punch etc., it won't be any good to you early on as you're going to need some more essence. You'll have a choice of up to 3 missions at a time, and the way to progress through this Zombies mode is to take the portal to one of these missions, complete it, and then return to your home base. Each time you complete one of these said missions, more of your home base map will open up for you to explore, as I mentioned. So we're ready to take on a mission. Let's cover what they are and how you complete them. The first of these 3 missions is called Transmit, and you can start the mission by going through the portal and using your action button when you reach it. If you played Cold War, then this will feel similar in Outbreak to the transport mission, and you basically have to transport this floating orb around the map, and the orb contains a zombie's head. The objective of this mission is to keep transporting the orb around until the transport bar is filled. The zombies don't seemingly attack the orb, and so it's just a case of killing zombies and surviving until the orb reaches its destination. Once you complete this mission, along with the other 2 missions, you'll be granted essence, the remaining zombies will be auto-killed, and you'll then be transported back to your home base. The second of these 3 missions is called Harvest, and for this one you'll need to fill up what is known as a Sin Eater, and you can fill this up by obtaining runestones. You'll need to deposit 5 runestones, and then when you've done this, it will move the Sin Eater to a second location within the map that you're on. You'll then have to run the same process again until you've filled it up with another 5 runestones, and the Sin Eater will then move to a third location on the map. And again, the same thing, 5 more runestones. You can obtain the runestones by killing zombies. Every few zombies should drop 1. Once you've deposited 3 sets of 5 runestones, the mission will complete, and again you'll return to that home base. The third mission is known as Blitz, and this again is similar to an Outbreak mission, whereby you basically just get placed inside a small area on one of the maps, and have to survive until the counter hits 0. It's not too challenging to be honest, but you will see that for this mission and the other 2, you won't be able to go outside certain parameters of the map, and so wherever you'll see these purple walls, you won't be able to progress past that area. Once the mission is complete, again, you'll return to your home base. So it's a lot like Outbreak in the sense that you take portals to complete missions, and those missions can take place on several Vanguard multiplayer maps, albeit in a restricted area of the given map. For example, you could be taken to an area on one of the missions that takes place on the Shino Uma map for one of the missions, and the next time you could be taken to the Rooftop multiplayer map. Obviously there's only 3 missions, so over time, if you get far enough, then you will see similar maps, albeit in different areas. As of now, there are only 3 missions available on the Vanguard Zombies, and once you've completed these, as I mentioned, you can just redo the missions over and over, and they will feel the same, but will get progressively harder as you progress further through a match. Once you hit world level 5 and above, you can also attempt to exfil if you wish to do so. So that's the main premise of the game mode, but let's talk about some of the equipment and Dark Ether powers to help you accomplish your mission and get through as many world rounds as possible. The first thing to cover is the perks, and these can be found at something called perk fountains, and there are 5 of these in total. The first of these is Fiendish Fortitude, and this increases your health. The second is diabolical damage, which increases critical damage. The third is venomous vigor, and that one boosts health regen speed. Fourth, we have demonic frenzy, which boosts your reload speed. And last but not least, we have ethereal haste, which increases your movement speed. Now these perks don't work in the typical way that we've been used to in zombies, where you buy the perk and that's that. With Vanguard, you can buy up to 4 tiers of each perk. So from tier 1 through to tier 4, for the increased health perk for example, it will become progressively more powerful. As you buy the more powerful tiers, the price will go up. However, it's worth mentioning that for tier 1, the perk is actually free, once you can gain access to the fountain. And so tier 2 is 2500 essence, tier 3 5000, and tier 4 7500. This seems super easy to have the first perk for free though, right? But as I mentioned earlier, only when you complete missions will more of the home base map be opened up to you. And you can see here when you complete a mission that those red barrier fences will progressively disappear for certain areas of the home base. Some of those fountain perks are located in areas that are sealed off in the early game, so it will take some time to get all 5 of the perks, despite the fact that the first tier is free. Next, we have something called the Altar of Covenant, and this offers up to 32 upgrades. Again, this machine is located in the centre of your home base, and you can have up to 3 equipped at any one time. The currency for using this machine is something called Sacrificial Hearts, and you get one of these each time you complete a mission. I'll put the full list of covenants on screen if you want to pause and take a look. After each match, the covenants that you can have access to from the large list will be randomised. As I mentioned, you'll still have access to the mystery box, the Pack-a-Punch machine, etc., and they are largely unchanged from Cold War. The only main change on the mystery box is they can now provide you with weapons that are already Pack-a-Punched. You can also get the chance to pick up a Pack-a-Punch weapon from the big bad looking Sturmkriegers who carry around those miniguns. On the mystery box, by the way, it's not a guarantee that you will get a Pack-a-Punch weapon, but there is a chance to get one. As of now, I'm not aware of any wonder weapon, but this may change as updates to the game are released. You would also hope that over time they will add to the 3 existing mission types that we have so far. In terms of classes, you can select 5 preset ones at the start of the game, and long term you can create custom classes if you wish. As part of these classes, you can equip one of 4 Dark Ether artifacts. They are as follows: the Energy Mine, which deals massive damage to enemies who trip it; the Ether Shroud, which masks your presence from enemies for 5 seconds; the Ring of Fire, which lasts for 15 seconds; and finally Frost Blast, which damages and slows enemies. These 4 artifacts are aligned to the 4 main bad guys on Vanguard, and you'll see them randomly appearing during matches in terms of the side screen, where you can see them talking through some sort of radio. And so that's a full day 1 guide for Call of Duty Vanguard Zombies. Let me know in the comments what you think about this Outbreak type mode, and if you would have preferred to see some round base zombies on Vanguard. Also let me know in the comments if you're enjoying this mode. Take care guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.